It was a dark and stormy night, and Ethan lay in bed listening to the rain tap against his window. He was supposed to be asleep, but his mind was buzzing with excitement and a little bit of worry. Tomorrow was the big day. The day his school choir, the Maplewood Melodies, would start their preparation for the statewide singing competition. Ethan was both thrilled and nervous. He loved singing, but he also knew how much pressure the choir's strict music teacher, Mr. Harmon, put on them to win. The next morning, the sun peeked through the clouds, and Ethan felt a surge of determination as he walked to school. The air was crisp, and the leaves crunched under his feet. As he entered the school, he spotted his best friend Brian, who was also in the choir. Brian was always the life of the party, with a voice that could make anyone smile. "Ready for the big day?" Brian asked with a grin. "Ready as I'll ever be," Ethan replied, trying to match Brian's enthusiasm. The choir room was buzzing with energy. Mr. Harmon, with his sharp suit and even sharper eyes, was already there, waiting for them. He was known for his no-nonsense attitude and his passion for perfection. The room fell silent as he clapped his hands for attention. "Listen up, everyone. We have a lot of work to do if we're going to win this competition," Mr. Harmon announced. "I expect nothing but your best." The rehearsals began, and the choir worked tirelessly. Ethan felt the pressure mounting, especially when they heard rumors about their rival school, the Pinewood Harmonies, who were also competing. Pinewood had won the competition for the past 3 years, and their reputation was intimidating. Despite the pressure, Ethan found solace in the music and his friendship with Brian. They often stayed after practice, perfecting their harmonies and encouraging each other. One day, as they were practicing, they discovered a new song that was both challenging and beautiful. They decided to suggest it to Mr. Harmon as a potential piece for the competition. When they presented the song to Mr. Harmon, he was skeptical at first. "This is a difficult piece, and we don't have much time," he said, frowning. But Ethan and Brian's enthusiasm was infectious, and eventually, Mr. Harmon agreed to give it a try. As the days passed, the choir faced more challenges. Some students were struggling with the notes, and others were losing confidence. Ethan could feel the tension rising, and he knew they needed something to lift their spirits. One afternoon, Ethan had an idea. He gathered the choir together and suggested they hold a small concert for their families and friends. It would be a chance to perform without the pressure of competition and remind themselves of the joy of singing. The concert was a success. The choir sang with heart, and the audience's applause filled them with renewed energy. Even Mr. Harmon seemed to soften, offering words of encouragement instead of criticism. With their spirits lifted, the choir returned to their rehearsals with newfound determination. They worked harder than ever, and slowly, the new song began to sound like magic. Ethan could feel the music bringing them closer together, and he knew they were ready. The day of the competition arrived, and the Maplewood Melodies took the stage. Ethan felt a flutter of nerves, but as he looked at Brian and the rest of the choir, he knew they were in it together. They sang their hearts out, and the audience was captivated. When the results were announced, Maplewood didn't win first place, but they received a special award for their outstanding performance of the new song. Mr. Harmon, with a rare smile, congratulated them, saying, "Winning isn't just about the trophy. It's about the journey and the music we create together." Ethan realized that the real victory was the bond they had formed and the joy they had found in singing. As they celebrated, he knew this was a melody of friendship that would last a lifetime.